Hello friends, so for today's lesson and lessons that follow, I would like for you to make your own science notebook. Now, a science notebook can take many different forms. It can be as simple as something like this. This is really just pieces of printer paper that I took out, copy paper, and that I put in a stack and stapled together. If you have a family member who can help you stapling, that's great. I drew a picture on the front to represent science, and I will add my name to this as well. So this is a great science notebook that anybody can make at home. There's many other types, of course, too. So if you have some kind of a blank notebook at home, you may choose to use that for your science notebook. So I will be showing you, this is the one that I've been using. I also sometimes keep electronic notebooks on my iPad or even my other personal device. That also works, and I will be showing you some formats for that a little bit later on in later lessons as the weeks go on. But I would actually highly recommend that everyone starts with paper. And the reason why, and in real life, real scientists, almost all of them use paper. There's some really great examples out there. Now the reason why is because it's a great way for us to observe and draw what we are seeing. And so really all you need is a paper and pencil. There's no right or wrong way to do this. What matters isn't what your book looks like on the outside, it's what goes on the inside that really counts. For many of us, using a pencil to record our observations by drawing and or by writing is really the best way to get started. Here's some other tools that I like to keep handy. Of course, I have my pencil, most important. Sometimes I like to use this type of pencil. They call this a mechanical pencil because I like that fine little point. Whatever pencil you're using, it should have an eraser because you want to be able to change things as you go. I change my drawings all the time to try to make them better. The other thing I like to use is some kind of colored pencil or crayon, and this allows you to add color to your journal, which is really a great thing as well. I have some other tools that I like to use as well, and I carry them around with me in this little plastic pouch to keep them dry and safe. These are tools that I use to help me explore the world, and so they're fun to have and useful. So one thing that I like is I like to have some kind of magnifying glass. Sometimes I can't see all the details just with my eye, so I want a closer look. Now, if you're an older student, a great tool to have is this. This is called, this particular one is a field microscope. And what that means, it's a miniature little microscope, and you can look through the eyepiece there, adjust the focus, and you can actually put it right on top of something you want to observe and get a really close look. It's pretty cool, I'll tell you the truth, but really for older students. Also, I always carry these scissors with me because sometimes I want to take a little sample of whatever I'm looking to bring it home for a closer look. So I highly recommend having some scissors. You probably already have some at home. The last thing that I think is really great to have with you is some kind of little ruler. Now this one, I really like this because it's really short, so it fits right in my pouch. It has both inches and the metric system, centimeters and millimeters on it. I also like that it's see-through because it allows me to hold it over things and be able to see right through. And sometimes I want to measure something without touching it, like a caterpillar, so I can hold my ruler right over it without touching and get a sense of how big that thing is. So this is another great tool. For making my notebook, I also like to have some kind of a hard ruler or any straight edge. It could really just be the side of a book because sometimes I want to make something like a chart or even just a box inside my notebook to draw something that I want to really draw in detail. So you've got your book. What comes next? So this is where the fun comes in. The most important thing is to find something interesting that you have questions about, something that you can notice things about and that you wonder about. So, to get you started, in one of my other videos, I showed you a little bit how to find milkweed pods. And I'll tell you, they're actually quite interesting. This one is older than the ones that I showed you. It's fun to look at them when they're a little bit younger and to look at them when they're older. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one pod and I'm going to draw it, and then I'm going to ask myself, what do I wonder? What do I notice by drawing? What do I wonder? And then I'm going to take it a little further. I'm going to open it up, look inside, and think about what I'm seeing. What am I noticing on the inside? What do I wonder about what's happening inside this milkweed pod? So this is one way to start a science notebook. As the weeks go on, I'll be giving you ideas for how you can find some interesting things that you might want to investigate in your science notebook. Just to get started, you may wish to write on your paper, I notice, I wonder. That's a great way to get started. I hope you have fun exploring the world, and I would love to see what you find. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.